Okay. Oh, I look so tired because I am. Hi guys. I haven't said that in so long on here. Definitely over a year. I think like a year and a half since I've posted a full-length video on YouTube. And a lot's happened. A lot has happened in a year and a half. We're gonna do a little rundown. First, kombucha. This is the Remedy ginger lemon kombucha. So good. Yes, it comes in a can, but I put it in my little travel cup because I'm bougie, okay? Leave me alone. All right, where do we start? I'm trying to go through all the questions you guys have been asking me the last year and a half, because if you're on my socials, Instagram, TikTok, what have you, or even if you're on here and you've seen the shorts on here, a lot's gone down. The last thing I posted, I think, was that I was in wedding prep or just married, I think. We are no longer that. We're divorced. It's not finalized yet, but we're in the process. It's all good and well. It's very easy. It's very amicable. Love him. It was a great time in my life. It just did not work out. He's great. We love him. There's gonna be no like ex-husband slander on here. You'll never get that from me. You may have gotten it once because it was a few months ago, and if you're following me on social media, like right after I moved out, you know, we had a moment, which I think we are all entitled to, especially when you go through something life-changing like divorce. But we had one bad moment. We hashed it out. We're all good. No bad feelings. It just didn't work out. It is what it is. Divorce at 30 was not my plan. You make plans and God laughs. He's cackling right now. But yeah, now it's just me and Penny in my little apartment, guys. This is my little setup, I guess, for like makeup and skincare videos. It's just my little reading nook. It's like a spinny chair. Oh my God, this is the best purchase of my life. It's just a little, it's a spinny chair, but it's a couch. I love it. And then I have my books in front of me. It's my little nook. I love it. We sit here, we look outside, like all that greenery outside my window. It's so peaceful. It's so nice. It has done wonders for my mental health. And we love it here in our little apartment in the country. I'm not a city girl. I'm a part-time city girl. We all know this. I'll do 1 or 2 days in the city and then I'm done. Can't do it. I'm a country girl through and through. I need nature. I need water. Like I saw a turtle on my walk the other day. I need life other than humans, you know? So we're doing a little country girl living right now and we love it. It's far from everything, but I will take a long drive over living in the city. That's just me though. A lot of you asked about the dogs because we did have dogs. Actually, I should be doing my makeup right now while we're talking. I was gonna do a little updated makeup routine while we go through life. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's put our hair back. I got so into talking to you guys, I just completely forgot that I had to do my makeup. I think the last makeup routine I did on here too was like 2 or 3 years ago. So this is gonna be super updated. And it's gonna be like my basic everyday beat. And when I say that, if you know me, you know it's a beat. It's still a full face of makeup. I'm all or nothing. So these are just the products that I love and that I use. If you hear snoring, it's Penny. Okay, roll up our sleeves. I don't even know where to start. Okay, we'll start with the road. Oh, skin prep. Skin prep for my makeup has been like essential. I never used to prime or prep my skincare this much before I did my makeup, and it's a game changer. And this like Rhode milk, they have a glazing fluid. This is the glazing milk. It's so hard to get onto your face because it's literally liquid, but it's so good. See, it's like, it's milk. Okay, where were we? Dogs. I did have 2 when I was married. When we broke up, he got Luna, our youngest, and I got Penny, which everyone, especially if you're on my social media, you know. The world revolves around Penny. She loves it, I love it, I'm not complaining. Everyone's asking me how we made that decision. Penny has a little bit more anxiety. She's a ball of anxiety. And I am just able to handle her a little bit better. He agreed, I agreed. This wasn't like one person deciding over the other. Luna's a free spirit. That girl, she's got one brain cell and it's always on vacation. Gotta love her. But she's just more chill, and I think her personality went more with his lifestyle, and then Penny just came with me and I'm able to handle her, and she goes a lot better with my lifestyle as well. And like the dogs were fine, guys. Everyone asked if they were sad or heartbroken to be torn apart. They were only together for a year, maybe less than a year. I think a year. They were fine. They were great. Penny loved going back to being an only child. She loves having all the attention. My mom lives close by, so she's close to grandma. She's got all these friends in the building. Like, she's good. everyone's good. And Luna is adjusting well too. I get updates from her and from my ex all the time. We talk, it's great. We even visited a couple times too. I got to see them a few weeks ago actually, and it was wonderful. I know you guys want a lot more like dirty details on the divorce. People have been like asking me why, and those are answers for my therapist, not for the world. If I've learned anything through this process, it's that there are some things that you don't need to share with everybody. Even if you feel bad for setting boundaries, you gotta set them. And with this job, especially because I share my whole life, I do feel bad sometimes for having to say no to things or not sharing every detail of my life, but that's not, I'm here to make you feel good and to entertain you a little bit. This is not a reality show. It kind of is a reality show, but it's not really. It's what I want it to be, and I do need to keep some things close to my chest. Also, just out of respect for him and respect for his family. Like, I'm not gonna be sharing every dirty detail of what happened. It would also take forever, because like we have 10 years together. But to be very honest with you, it wouldn't be that entertaining anyway, because like I said, it was very amicable and everything was very easy. And I think that's all that matters. We got very lucky that way. I will give you all the dirty details of my dating life though. One thing about the YouTube girls, the YouTube girlies get the tea, and the tea is dating sucks. Look, here's the thing. When I came out of living with my ex and going into living on my own for the first time, that's when I sort of started putting myself out there because I felt like I was ready, but not for a relationship. We were having fun. We were having fun, okay? It was nice, it was casual, it was nice to meet people and like to hang out with people. And then I got kind of bored of that. It gets exhausting really quickly. So I said, hey, let's try to start dating. Like actually dating, which I didn't think would be as exhausting as it is. Like I've never dated like this before. I was 19 the last time I was single. I'm 30, going on 31 in a couple months. This is all new to me. I've never even used a dating app before. And now most of the time, with the exception of maybe a few times, dating apps are how I'm meeting men. And it's so weird and also horrible for your mental health. I've taken so many dating app breaks. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, if you're on the dating apps, but dating app breaks I've found very quickly are essential to surviving. I mentioned a few guys at the end of last year. There was the golden retriever we saw for a few weeks. He was sweet, he was nice, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. And I wasn't so ready to jump into like actually dating someone. And it felt like it was heading in that direction. And I was like, no, not yet. And probably not with you. And he's a great guy, but it wasn't for me, which is like a nice little lesson. I'm learning all these lessons in dating, but that was my first lesson that I picked up, in that you can be alone rather than being with somebody just to kill time or just to fill space in your life or to make you feel good. That was me like working on all my coping mechanisms and daddy issues, and being in therapy through all of this too has been quite helpful. Yeah, we let that go. We've been on a few dates. We've had some friends that have hung around for a little bit. We're calling them friends because these are not dates. Look, I like to make jokes about this too, about this era in my life where I'm not really dating. But I don't feel like women especially should be so afraid to just keep it casual with men. I feel like we're so shamed to be called like a slut or to be called loose or whatever, I don't know. But if that's what you need, then who the fuck cares? If you're having fun, if you're safe, if you feel good about it, why does it matter? Don't ever let anybody make you feel ashamed for that. I think it's bullshit. Also, this clip is bullshit and it's pissing me off. That was the glow screen by Supergoop, by the way. Obsessed with Supergoop. I use the unseen sunscreen every day. That is so hard to say when you have a lisp. This is the glow screen. It's a primer and it also gives you like a little glow under your makeup. I fucking love it. All Supergoop SPF things are amazing. And they have a lot of the greater ones in America, which I can't wait till they come to Canada, but we love them anyway. Anyway, we had the golden retriever. There was a question mark at the end of last year who I didn't even meet. I talked about it online and all of you jumped in my comments scolding me for talking to a man for over a month without meeting him because, and this is another lesson that I learned, as you guys put it, texting creates a false sense of intimacy. And so that's what I learned with the question mark, and he was a question mark, and he came back later on and then we let him go. That was not fun though. I haven't actually liked someone actually. There's one guy that I have sort of kind of liked, but we're not going to talk about him because I don't even know what the hell's going on there. I think those are the only boys that I've mentioned. And that was all like at the end of last year. This is a new year where we're actually trying to like go on dates. Other than like that one guy who sort of comes and goes, we're going to call him, I don't want to give his name out because I know that he watches my shit sometimes, which men are not supposed to do. I tell all the boys I talk to that they're not allowed to look at my channels because of this, because I talk about boys. Anyway, Triple D, divorced dog dad. We don't really know what's going on there. And that's really it. You can be out here looking for a relationship and all you'll find is like liars or people who aren't in the same place as you. And you have to weed through all the bullshit just to get to somebody that you even remotely like, that you want to spend time with, which I haven't gotten to yet. So we're gonna keep looking. It's funny, I'm gonna post a vlog next week. This is being recorded after the vlog, even though this is the first video. I'm totally out of order, guys, I know. But I mentioned in that video, I think, that I was on like a dating app break, because I got too exhausted. And then I downloaded Hinge because I was bored and I was going to BC and I was like, well, I want to see what the BC boys are like on Hinge. And the BC boys on Hinge, ooh, we met a boy. BC boy is cool. We are going to the Calgary Stampede in like 4 days. And BC boy lives an hour plane ride away. So he's like, when can I see you next? I said, I'm gonna be in Calgary. He said, cool, I have time. I'm gonna stop by. So he's flying to Alberta, to Calgary. And we're gonna spend some time with him while we're there for work. The Stampede is kind of work for me, but I'll have a little bit of time in between. So we're gonna spend some time with him and we'll see. He's cool. I don't have very many adjectives to describe these boys, clearly. But we are having fun, we're learning lessons, almost to a fault, and we'll see where everything goes. I'm gonna make another dating life update video in like a month and see where we are. This is the thing with dating that I learned too. 1 week you can be talking to somebody that you like think you like and you think it'll go somewhere, and the next week you're like, who's that? Like, who is that person? He's gone now, and I'm there's a new, like, and it's not because you want to, it's simply because it's truly the Wild West of dating right now, especially if you're on dating apps. Every time I talk to my friends about a boy, they started saying this as a joke, but now they're legitimately like, well, okay, which one is this again? Because people are weird, people are mean, people lie. And so again, like weeding through all these boys and updating your friends on the status of your love life, it can get chaotic. So updating my friends and updating you guys, I feel like, on everything going on, it's just a lot. And it's why I don't do it as often anymore, because it's just, let me just find someone I actually like and who I've confirmed is not a weirdo or a serial killer, and then I'll start telling people about him. It's frustrating because you want to tell your friends just to be able to vent or like make jokes. But then if it doesn't work out, then you're there again the next week updating them on somebody else, and then you feel like an idiot. But that's just life. And everyone that I've talked to who's dating right now in this dating scene is having a very similar experience. So I'm not really that ashamed of it. It is what it is. I'm not insane, by the way. This is not foundation. This is color corrector. The Huda Beauty one. We love her. So good, especially for like my dark areas. Now I look insane. All right, moving on. So that was the dating life update. To summarize the dating life update, dating apps suck, boys suck, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna die alone with my dog, probably. Hopefully not. Estee Lauder Double Wear over everything. I mix 2 colors, maple, truffle. I've never found, and I think I've used this for like a while now, many years. And there's not a foundation that I have loved more. So we're never getting rid of her. This is something I've wanted to talk about for a while, but I just needed like a longer form way of talking about it. Like TikTok videos and Instagram videos are just not long enough to explain my journey with weight loss. Unless you're new here, you've noticed that I've lost some weight. I've lost a lot of weight. And it wasn't intentional at first, then it kind of was, because I started to feel really good and the habits and routines that I built were really good for me. And so yeah, I leaned into it a little bit. I mean, fuck what I look like. I feel fucking amazing. I've never been stronger. I've never had more energy in my life. That has something to do with the weight loss. Just like eating better and moving my body are the main changes that have just, in the last year, I feel like a new person. Again, nothing to do with what I look like. But of course, when you lose weight, that's what people want to comment on, and I completely understand that, so we'll go through it. The first thing people want to know is, have I used any drugs, like Ozempic or any Ozempic dupe to lose weight? And the answer is no. Not a single drug, not a single diet, not a single anything. I think because Ozempic exists now, people think that if someone's lost weight, they're immediately on Ozempic or they're on something to help them lose weight. People forget that you can lose weight naturally. Some people need drugs, some people need help, and I'm not shaming them. You have to do what you got to do as long as it's done in a healthy way and you're advising your physician or your therapist or whoever you need to do it in a healthy, sustainable way. I didn't need to though, because, and I've always known this, my body has gained and lost weight super easy. That's the biological sort of side of things here when it comes to weight loss that people just don't talk about. So no, no drugs, no assistance. I've been living a very different life than what I lived for the last 10 years. And I don't have anyone else to take care of. It's just me and like Penny. So I'm eating better, I'm moving my body more. I'll give you a little rundown on like the foods and workouts and stuff. But no, I'm not on Ozempic or any drugs. If you are, that's okay. Do what you gotta do. If we're gonna go down to like the nitty gritty of it, because I have a lot of people asking me for like specific foods or workouts, and I don't share them because that's not my channel. Guys, it never will be. It will never be a weight loss channel, which is why I never talked about it. I just didn't want it to be about weight loss because people started commenting and making it about weight loss, and I didn't want that. The best comments or DMs that I've gotten lately are from people who are like, thank you for not making your page about weight loss even though you've lost weight. And I was like, don't say thank you, because that never was gonna be the plan. It's just something I had to do for me. It's a very personal thing, and it obviously shows because I look different, but it's not my whole identity. Also, just because I've lost weight does not make me a professional on weight loss. I am not a healthcare professional. I am not a dietitian. I am not a workout coach. What are they called? I don't know anything other than what my body needs. So in talking with my doctor and in just figuring out what my body's been telling me when it comes to when to eat, what foods to eat, that's how I got to lose weight. And it's nothing special. There's no like apple cider vinegar drink or anything, like literally nothing like that. It's nothing special. And that's why I kind of say like I wasn't really on a diet. You do need a calorie deficit to lose weight, but I wouldn't really count that as like a diet. You can if you want. Now that I'm at a place where I've lost the weight that I wanted to lose, nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna eat the same foods. I'm still gonna eat out twice a week. I'm gonna live a way that's like balanced. And that's all I wanted to do this year. That's all the change I wanted to make, was find a way to live in a balanced like lifestyle so that I could sustain it and feel good. So now I know if I eat these foods, I'm going to feel amazing and have energy. But even if I don't, even if I'm going out and eating, having dinner with friends and drinks and whatever, it's okay. There's no pressure on me, and there's going to be no change in lifestyle now that I've gotten to the place that I want to be at. And that's all I wanted. For the first time in my life, I have found a balance and a good relationship with food and with movement. I'm not overdoing it. I'm not underdoing it. It's just sort of neutral. And the way I feel about my body hasn't changed. I was confident at a size 18. I'm just as confident now as a size 8. I'm good. That hasn't changed. And if you look at my videos too, the way I talk, the way I pose, the things I'm saying, they're all the same. Nothing's changed. Not a damn thing, except for the way I look. I'm still gonna be saying the same things. The page is not going to be different, and I wouldn't do that to you guys. But this was something that I had to do for me, and I feel like I had to address it because I felt like people were starting to feel bad, and the last thing I would ever want to do is to make people feel bad. And if there are people who are triggered by the weight loss for whatever reason, or hurt by it or disappointed by it, and they had to unfollow, I understand that too, because in the past I've had to do that with people as well. I get it. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna live my life for the internet. When the camera goes down, it's still me living my life. And I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs. I was leaning into binge eating and like my disordered eating really, really hard. And I didn't want to do that anymore. So this is just me being honest with you guys. When the cameras go down, it's just me. I have to live my life, and I didn't feel good. I was leaning into my disordered eating really hard, and I just was not feeling good. My sugar levels, my cholesterol levels, like they were all really bad. And it didn't have anything to do with what I looked like, guys. It was just what I was doing to my body. And when I started making those changes, naturally my body was like, okay, well, if you're gonna make this change, this is what we're gonna do. And that's where the weight loss came in. And that's how that happens. And as happy as I am that I got to do it naturally, I know there are people who need a little bit of help, and that's okay too. I feel like this conversation around weight loss online has become so toxic to the point where people just can't do anything with their bodies without people having a fucking opinion about it. The point is, I have never felt better in my entire life. I've never been stronger in my entire life. And I have never had a better relationship with food or with movement. I had a good relationship with my body before I lost weight because I worked on that first. And I think that was sort of key to helping me, to what I hope will help me sustain this, because I don't feel differently about my body at all. I just feel better and I'm happier. And that's all that matters. I'm gonna stop talking about that. For the people who are wondering about like foods, I can give you what I'm eating. It's not gonna be that entertaining. Again, there's no special food or diet or trick. It's not like keto, or I don't have dairy, but that isn't something that has changed with weight loss. Like even when I was bigger, I didn't have a lot of dairy. I'm just a hot girl with tummy issues, and we are lactose intolerant. We cannot digest dairy, so we try to stay away from it. But I do have it sometimes because I can't be stopped. and I cannot be managed, and I need adult supervision at all times. I do try to stay away from processed foods, so you're not gonna find a lot of like junk food in my house, like chips or anything. I always eat chips and salsa. That's my snack. I have those, like, I think they're called Stacy's, those pita chips. Oh my God, the jalapeno kind they're so addicting. They're so good, and I have those with hummus. If you're in Canada and you are near a Longo's, get the Longo's brand hummus. It is so good. But I'm a snacker, so I always have snacks in my house, but I try to like stay away from like the processed stuff. And again, that's just about how I feel and not necessarily about weight loss. When I go out, I'm eating all kinds of foods. I'm eating out maybe 2 or 3 times a week because I love a little dinner and drink situation. And I will never give up my dinner and drink little breakdown with the girlies. We need that time. And I feel so good when I'm out just like bonding over food that I love and drinks that I love and just giving my girls a little life update and hearing about their lives. That's a bonding experience. I will never give up going out for dinner with the girlfriends. That is girlhood. We should never restrict ourselves away from that. We should never restrict ourselves away from any kind of food. But the girlhood dinners, no, we're not taking that away. I eat a lot of eggs. I eat a lot of avocados. I eat a lot of chicken just because it's so easy to prep. I live alone now, so cooking for one has been such a struggle. But I'm slowly figuring it out and like prepping meals that I can eat probably like for 2-3 days at a time, and then I'll make another meat. So I eat like a lot of ground turkey or beef or honestly anything. I eat all meat. Except for Tuesdays, for my own personal spiritual reasons, I don't eat meat on Tuesdays. It's sort of like Lent, like giving something up for Lent. I stole it from my mom. My mom is Hindu. I am not Hindu. But my mom is vegetarian all the time, and there are some Hindus who are vegetarians on certain days. Tuesdays is one of those days. Again, I'm not Hindu, but I sort of just like adopted it from that because I wanted to make some sort of like sacrifice once a week just for like spiritual reasons. I'm a spiritual person, and so it makes me have to focus on that, and I feel good when I do it. So yeah, no meat on Tuesdays. And sometimes I forget because I'm just a girl. I think the universe understands, and it's fine. This is the Say blush, by the way, the Dewy Say blush. I didn't think that there was anything I could love more than the Rare Beauty liquid blush, but the Say Beauty liquid blush, it's like a dewy blush. It just looks like your skin. It's so good, and if you get it, you have to do the brush. I thought they like were upselling me on this, but no, the brush is everything. It just like taps it right into your face. I love how we're going from like serious life updates into conversations about blush. I'm just an ADHD girly, guys, sorry. Anyway, foods are very balanced and very basic. I don't restrict myself from anything other than dairy, again, because I don't want to shit myself in public. And as someone who's like dealt with eating disorders growing up, and who growing up did every fad diet available, I know that they don't work. I know for me, the only thing that was gonna help me feel good and lose weight was finding a good balance and finding something that I wouldn't have to, that would be such a drastic extreme. So if you're restricting your body and then you lose all this weight, what do you do after that? How do you go back to your life? Like it's not realistic, and I knew that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat what makes me feel good, but things that I still love eating. Because I love food so much. You cannot take that away from me. I love it. I'm not gonna have cheat days. I'm not gonna count my calories. I haven't counted a single calorie in this whole process. I just know, I know the amount of food that I need to eat for my body to lose weight, and I figured that out. But I knew that if I sat down and counted calories or weighed my food, it would be triggering for me, it would be hard for me. So I figured out what my body needed, and then I just went from there. And I'm not gonna recommend that for people. Some people, if they're on this journey, need to or want to weigh their food, and that's okay for you. I just didn't. I just found it, I found it hard for me, and I think it messed up my relationship with food a little bit. So I just didn't, and I ate good portions. I ate when my body was hungry. I listened to my body. I'm not missing any meals. What did Nicki Minaj say? I can tell she ain't missing no meals. That's me. You'll never catch me missing a meal, guys. It's what I'm fueling my body with is just better, and it's different than what I was doing in the past, which was takeout food for 2-3 meals a day, or not eating all day long and then having one big, huge takeout meal. I sat on my ass for 10 hours a day or more because I worked 2 jobs at a time. I was home all the time, and I paid someone to walk my dogs. I didn't move my body. I wasn't fueling my body properly. I wasn't listening to my body, and I felt like shit. I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs. Like, we had, in our old house, the stairs went like one flight, and then it was a little island, and then it went like this way. I would stop on that island every single time because I couldn't walk up the stairs because I wasn't moving my body at all. I wasn't even stretching. Now I stretch every single morning. It has nothing to do with weight loss. It's just, I got like migraine and neck issues. I'm just an 80-year-old man and I need to stretch. I'm still working long hours every day on my phone, on my computer, but I balance it out with movement. And I balance my meals out with better foods and just fueling it when my body says that it needs to be fueled. I know you guys have probably heard this all before, and I know everyone was expecting like a special diet or a special food. I'm sorry, I can't give that to you because that's not what I did. Maybe another creator will give that to you, but it's not me. It's just not what I did. Like I swear on Penny, I swear on my mom, didn't do it. This has been all natural. And it's what worked for me, and it's why I'm not sharing it as much with people, or why I didn't talk about it from the beginning, because people always have an opinion or they just won't believe you. They want to hear what they want to hear. And at this point, I'm kind of exhausted, and I have built this platform off of being authentic and being like honest, almost to a fault. And if I can't do that with this point in my life, then I don't see what the point is. So I'm just gonna put all this out there with what I'm doing with food, with movement, with weight loss. And if you guys want to believe me, fine. If you don't, there's the door. I don't know. Fenty Beauty, the goat of concealers. I was talking so much, my beauty blender got dry. Hold on. Oh, that is the update about food, because a lot of people ask me about that. The next thing everyone asks me about when it comes to workouts is movement and workouts, obviously. I post videos of like me working out. I don't post like details of that workout because the workouts I do are just gotten from people on the internet. So they're their workouts, so I'll just link those workouts to other people, but I don't like specifically talk about it because again, guys, like I'm not like a professional. I'm a normal person who does these workouts on the internet. And I encourage other people to do them as well because they work for me and I love them. And I'll share them with you guys because I love them. I'm actually gonna link some of the ones that I really love, like down below this video. Guys, when it comes to like ab work, I hate it. I hate it, but I need a strong core, so I do it. And there are like 5 to 10 minute ab workout videos and it's like saved my life, honestly. Every time I work out, which is like 3 to 4 times a week, I do one of these like 5-minute ab workouts. And like I feel so good and it's so quick. I'll like get to the 6th or 7th workout and I'm like, oh, we're done. It's been 5 minutes and you feel good. And it's just catered to people like me who don't like ab work, who will not dedicate an entire day to ab workouts. That's not me. You're not, no, never. Starting back at the beginning with workouts, I walk. I do a lot of cardio, but my cardio is walking on an incline. I have this treadmill ruining the aesthetic of my apartment in the middle of my living room, but it's there because I have nowhere else to put it and because it's just nice and convenient to just be able to like hop on after dinner or in the middle of the day and just like walk. But it's a walking treadmill. It's not a running treadmill. Like it's specifically not made for running. You're not allowed to run on it. It just goes on an incline or maybe you could run on it. I don't know. But it said it was a walking treadmill and it goes up to a certain amount of like an incline and I walk at that incline and it's amazing. I love it. And I've trained. I didn't start at the highest incline. Like I started at like, I don't know, a 2 or a 3 and now I'm at the max, which is 10. Like give yourself some time if you guys are going to be going into workouts. Like don't push yourself, just take your time because that's what I did and that's honestly what helped me the most because it made me not get fed up of working out. I just took my time and did what I could and it would make me more excited for workouts because I wouldn't be like dreading them or forcing myself to do them. I also just found workouts that like I love doing. Like I didn't force myself to run or to get a Stairmaster because I don't like those things. I like to walk. I enjoy it. I genuinely enjoy it. I have my TV right in front of me. I can just watch TV and catch up on any shows that I want to catch up on. And I look up and bam, 20 to 30 minutes is done. I walk for 20 to 30 minutes. Now that it's summer, Penny goes for a little bit longer walks too. In the summer or spring, we walk like 15 minutes per walk, 15 times 3. What is that? 45 minutes a day outside. But it's like a slow paced walk. I have an Italian Mastiff, guys. She's a slow girl. She's not having it. No. So it's like 10 to 15 minute walks 3 times a day. So that in combination with like my walking on my treadmill is my cardio. It's the cardio. And then I do like weight training. All right, we got our powders. Sorry, I had to go get that. The Sephora translucent powder, the best. No like white cast. It's not thick. I don't know, just so good. Anyway, where was I? Weight training. I got all my weights on Amazon, guys. I think the biggest weight I have is like a 35-pound kettlebell. I don't use any like fancy schmancy equipment. I don't have room for it. I work out in my living room and I like it that way. So weight training, and I get all my workouts from YouTube and from Pinterest. I type arm day workouts on Pinterest, leg day workouts on Pinterest, and it gives you a bunch. The creators are creating on Pinterest, and I loved it. I have not had to pay anyone to help me, although you can. So I feel comfortable enough in my living room alone to do these exercises. Do I have the itch to start going to a gym? Yes. I want those like leg press machines. Like I want to be able to use those because leg day is probably the hardest. I got old lady knees. I got 30-year-old knees, guys. So just body weight leg day or any sort of leg workouts, it's just not as fun, you know? So I want some machines. I'll take you with me if I start going to the gym. But right now everything is just in my living room, and those are my workouts. That's what I do. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. But weightlifting has helped me a lot. Getting stronger was my goal. I think I made a joke that like you're supposed to be able to lift the weight of your heaviest child, and Penny is 115 pounds. So I wanted to be able to lift her, and I can like almost lift her. So we're getting there. But I do feel stronger. I love the workouts that I do. That's also key. Don't do things that you hate. Like just don't. I don't recommend it. Some days my workouts are, like I said, walking and a full-blown like weight training session. Some days I just clean. Some days I stretch. Some days I'm just walking. I do what I feel like doing. And that is what I think another question that I've gotten from people is what has given you the motivation for so long? Like how you stayed entertained and like motivated to work out. And that's the answer. Don't do things that you hate, do things that you love, because it will come back around months later and you're gonna hate it. Nobody wants that. No, nobody wants that. I don't want that for you. So even when I'm giving you these workouts, like just because I link something for you guys doesn't mean you have to do them. You can find a variation of that, or maybe another creator who's doing those similar workouts that you like better. Like just find what feels good to you and then do that. Briefly talked about this earlier, but I do want to get into this again, guys. Like I feel like when it comes to weight loss, we don't talk about people's biology. Everybody's body is different. I know my body gains and loses weight very easily. Always has. Always will. Or maybe as I get older, it won't. I don't know. But that's how I've been so far in my life. And so when I started working out and eating better, I figured out fairly quickly that just like my body gained weight really easily, it lost weight really easily too. So I had to find a better routine, a healthier routine that was more sustainable for me. And most importantly, I had to try not get so hung up on the number on a scale. That number will eat at you if you let it, and you shouldn't let it. Honestly, it will, especially in the beginning, I did not weigh myself, like ever. How you feel is more important than what you look like. And I will say that time and time again. This is the Sigma bronzer, by the way. Again, serious and emotional to like makeup conversations. This is what we're doing. Again, some people struggle to lose the weight. Some people struggle to put on weight. Everybody is different. That just means that whatever your goals are for your body, the way that you're going to get there is going to be a little bit different than everybody else's, which is why I don't love talking about weight loss so much online either, because everyone's different and I don't know what's going to work for you and what won't. And I don't want to hurt anybody, if that makes sense. I don't want people to think that just because I did this a certain way that you have to as well. This is just me sharing what I did. Do what you gotta do. Again, just because I lost weight does not make me an expert in it. Please, 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 please remember that. It's just like doing my own makeup doesn't make me a makeup artist. All of these things combined are the things that have helped me lose weight, guys. It's not one specific thing. It's not some magic potion or workout or food. It's not. It took me like a year and a couple months to get here. And I know that I will be working on my relationship with food and my relationship with my body for the rest of my life, no matter what I look like. I know that I will not look like this forever. I won't. Your body changes and that's okay. Whether your weight fluctuates or it's the way your hair looks or your skin looks, like you're gonna look different. Learning to be okay with that is probably the first step in all of this, because you're gonna be really disappointed and really hard on yourself if you don't manage that relationship with your body first, which is what I did. And it's why when I do eat certain foods, I don't punish myself for it. When I wear something and it doesn't look the way I want it to look, I don't get down on myself. I don't punish myself for it. I know it's not me, it's the clothes. I know that no matter what I end up looking like, I still love myself and I'm still good to myself and I'm so good to my body. I'm so much more better to my body and to myself now than I ever have been in my entire life. And that's the thing that I'm most proud of. And I want that for you guys, to just be like neutral with your body, to be in a place where not everything is about what you look like or what you're eating. Oh my God, I spent probably half my life just obsessed with what I was putting into my body. And it tore me apart, especially as a young girl. And there are young girls who watch my page who are on the internet taking in everything we're doing and everything we're saying. And the last thing I'd ever want for them is to think that you have to look a certain way to love yourself or you have to lose weight to love yourself, because you don't. I loved myself before this. I will love myself after. I didn't do this to love myself. I didn't do this to be happier. I did it because I needed to make certain changes in my life. And It's my life, it's my body. I have to walk around with it every single day. No matter what people say, I have to just live with whatever it is I'm putting out there. This is gonna remain a place for self-love and self-care for every single body. There's gonna be more makeup and clothing and awkward, funny life shit. But if you know me for anything, I want you to know me for how I show up, which I hope you see is authentic, almost to like a fault sometimes. I'm a little too honest with you guys. And I'm a little too awkward sometimes. I guess the point of all of this is that like you guys have been asking for like a weight loss update or story time for a very, very long time now. And I just wanted to give that to you guys in like the most authentic, transparent way possible, no matter how sucky it is for me, because I know I'm still gonna get shit for this no matter what I do. But you're right, I didn't talk about it. People are right. Like if you go to my comment section, people are saying she's not talking about her weight loss, blah, blah, blah. And it's not because I'm hiding anything or because I was on drugs or anything. It was honestly simply that like, first of all, everything I'm saying is very basic. Second of all, I went through a lot this year, a lot of huge changes, and I wanted to take the time and go through this in depth with you guys once I was ready. And I feel a lot more ready now. But again, I wasn't like trying to dupe anyone or like lie to anyone. I just like, I'm a human being too, guys, and I just needed that time and that space to deal with it, all my life stuff and all these changes on my own before I came out and really like just got into it with you. And I wanted to handle it as like delicately as possible because of the nature of my page and because of the nature of my relationship with you guys. I know the people who show up for me and follow me are the people who have struggled with the same things I've struggled with my body, with food, with diet culture. And I didn't want to trigger anyone or hurt anybody. I wanted to make sure I did it in a way that was honest, but still hopefully as delicate as possible and just didn't make anybody feel bad, if that makes sense. Because like at the end of the day, you guys are my people and you've always shown up for me. And I want to show up in the best way possible for you guys as well. And I also just want to get this out of the way. I feel like after this, we can just go on business as usual. If anyone asks me about, you know, weight loss or workouts or dating or divorce, I can just send them this video and be like, here you go. This is where I explain it all. Have fun. You know? Because it's a lot. I feel like I'm saying the same things to so many people all the time. It wasn't a bad divorce. Dating life sucks. I lost weight without drugs. And this is what I'm eating. And these are my words. It's a lot. But I'm glad that I can just be honest and sit here and talk to you guys about it. Back to makeup for like 3 seconds. This might be the best mascara I've ever discovered. Look at the little bristles. Do you see it? They actually comb through your lashes and I'm obsessed with it. It's the MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash and I layer it on top of the L'Oreal Voluminous. This is the OG, you guys know. We've all used it for years. We love it. God, I hope you guys don't hate me for talking so much and don't hate me after explaining all of that to you guys. It's a lot, I know. Okay, divorce, dating, weight loss. I think that's everything I had to update you guys on. I think that's gonna be the name of the video too. Huda Beauty 2.0 lip contour in rich brown. So fucking good. It like melts into your lips. It's so easy to blend too. I love it. And then the OG MAC Whirl. Guys, MAC lipsticks are elite, but Whirl is, I think, everyone's favorite. Like, do you see the blend of that lip liner? All right, I think that's all the life updates we wanted to get into. I hope that was a sufficient enough life update for you guys. That was a lot to get off my chest, god damn. We're going to Calgary for the Stampede in a few days. Like I said, I will make a little vlog about that. It might be chaotic. It might not even make it to this channel. We'll see. I'm very excited for the Cowboys. I'm so excited to just open a dating app in Calgary. Oh my god. My friends are there right now and they say that it's better than the dating apps here. So we'll see. I'll update you guys on BC Boy when he arrives in Calgary too. We're gonna just go have fun. That's the theme of life lately. We're having fun. We're feeling good. We're having fun. What does Kourtney Kardashian say? My vibe right now is just living life. That's where we are. I think we're like in a good phase of fun and healing. So there'll be a couple more vlogs after this. I think just like a life vlog and then a BC trip vlog, which was fun with Revlon. Whatever you guys want to see on this channel though, whether it's more clothing stuff, makeup stuff, dating stuff, I don't know. Drop it below. I'll do my best to bring it to you. Actually, I probably will bring it to you because I want to give the people what they want. I'm gonna go cuddle Penny, get some work done. Below are all the links for makeup, for workouts, for everything that I said I would link. I'll see you guys next time.